Okay, I think we might be live. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Monday. It has been an uneventful day, so that's always a good thing. We like the uneventful Mondays for sure. For whatever reason, it is not coming up on my screen over here. Let's see. Let me know if you are here and if you see me and if I am live. There we go. Okay, it popped up now. I don't know why it does that. Y'all, I have the worst time with getting YouTube to show on my iPad and on my phone all at the same time. I don't know if it's because the devices are all connected. It's probably user error. It always is, right? Hello, Marcia. How are you doing? Make sure that when you hop in, that you comment that you are here. Also, make sure that you give me the thumbs up. That's always a great thing that helps my business and helps share it with others. And then make sure you share. So like, comment, and share. There we go. Hello, Angie. Okay, good. Yep. I see myself now. It takes like a minute for it to come up over here, so I feel like I'm staring into the abyss. Hello, Nancy. How was your 4th of July, Nancy? Mine was spent relaxing and crafting. Oh, I was already talking, Sharon? Yeah. Well, hello anyway. I didn't say much other than hello. So I try not to speak too much until I show my face over here on the screen to the left, my left. So, oh, thank you, Nancy. This is actually one of my favorite tops, and I wear it all the time. I probably have worn it on a live like 100 times now. It's my favorite though. I hope it doesn't ever wear out. It probably will, but that's always my luck. So, okay, let's get started. I have a couple things to share with you. The first one is class is going to be this Saturday, the 13th. I know that's a different date. So my in-person class, which is in Winsboro, South Carolina, that class is this Saturday at 10 o'clock. If you are interested in that, make sure you join my email list, which there's a link in the description of this video to do that. And then there will be like a reminder email that will come out on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember what day I have it scheduled for. The other thing, let me see if I can get this out of the way, is a new class that I created over the 4th of July holiday. It is using the stamp set and dies, so it's a bundle called Sophisticated Sled. Y'all, these dies literally make the whole entire bundle. It is fabulous. I did like a little, I'm learning how to do reels and TikToks or whatever. A girl I work with at my full-time job, she's all into that stuff, and so she's teaching me how to do that. So I created these cards and then did like a little video and posted it. This class will include these 6 cards, these make and takes for these cards. You will also get a full pack of the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive dies. You will get both of these ribbons right here. It comes as a combo pack, so you'll get both of that gold and silver, and then you'll get 2.5 yards of the checked black, no, berry vanilla and black, that I think that's what it's called, ribbon. You'll also get a half a pack of the Iconic Celebrations paper and a half a pack of this Season of Green and Gold specialty paper, which this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That class is $50, and that includes all of those projects plus shipping directly to you because it'll be completely to go. I will not, you'll have the full tutorial for it, and so beyond that, it all gets shipped to you. if you have questions, of course, you can always ask me. But you'll have a full tutorial on it. The other thing is, if you are on my team, you get the make and take, which will include enough of your embellishments to create the cards, as well as enough of the ribbon. You won't get like the whole product, but you'll get everything to actually create it, because you'll want to buy everything yourself anyway, so that you get credit for that. And that is $22. And then of course the PDF tutorial is $18 if you want to purchase that. And if you're a demonstrator on somebody else's team and you want to be able to do all that. So that is that. And that's, I think, all I have. Nope, one more thing. When you place an order of $50 or more in my online store, you will get a tutorial bundle from me that has a ton of projects, and it's from demonstrators from all over the world. This is my project for this month, using my favorite bundle, the Frosted Forest. Oh yeah, you just saw Ben. He just got home. I will tell him that you said hello. Both of you, yes. So anyway, Sharon, and for your order, I got to email yours, but I hadn't downloaded it yet. We just got it, so yours will go out as soon as we get done with here. So just know that yours is coming for sure. But you'll get a copy of that whole tutorial, and it's fabulous. It always has some great projects in it. So that is it. So I'm going to put you down onto the table, and we will get started crafting. See if I can get this all adjusted. They moved the buttons to the other side, and so now I have a little harder of a time because I'm lefty. All right, there we go. I think we got all that. And oh, you're very welcome, Sharon. I am very appreciative for your order, for sure. Okay, so today we are going to be using the Seaside Wishes, which is not a bad set, and I honestly have actually fallen in love with it. I am a mountains girl. You know, the whole Frosted Forest and all the other little outsidey stamp sets and bundles and all that. Y'all know that's my thing. So doing the Seaside Wishes and all the beachy stuff we've had before, I like the nautical and, you know, whatever, but it's definitely not what I go for. So I've been putting off doing this one because I couldn't come up with any ideas. And now, oh good, Kathy, I'm glad you do, because now I do love it. I have fallen in love with this bundle, and we're going to do 3 projects tonight. But first, before we start those, I have to show y'all something really cool. On one of the projects on Stampin' Up's website, there was a strip of paper that was stamped. It was on crumb cake, and it was stamped with the rocks. Y'all, look at this. It reminds me of a giraffe. And I'm sure we could do a whole lot of other animal spots if we did maybe some other colors. But we don't have a giraffe stamp right now, and so I was a little disappointed because I couldn't make a giraffe card. But I thought I would show y'all this. Because if you are doing, like, you could do a whole background with it and then just put like a sentiment on it, and it could be for anybody who likes the giraffes. So, oh, a turtleback. Oh, that would be good. We could do it on green. I like that too. So anyway, so we may do that in a class in person soon. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyway, so I thought that was really cool, and I wanted to show y'all that. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we're going to make a card where we're going to do some watercoloring. So I'm going to actually bring in my glass mat so that we can use the glass mat to protect my surface. Oh, you know what? You know, Kathy, that may be correct. I haven't looked at it in a while. I might have to go pull that paper out though. And then it'll be easier. I won't have to stamp it all, right? Okay, so this is going to be our first card. And we're gonna do a little watercoloring. So we're gonna start, if I can find the right bucket. And last week I did watercoloring too. So apparently I'm into the watercolor right now. I don't know, so you might see it again next week. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna start out, we're gonna grab our watercolor piece here. We're gonna grab our watercolor painter. We are gonna start with some balmy blue. Hello, Betsy. And I didn't see you sneak in, Deb. Hey, Deb. Okay, so we're gonna take some water. I'm gonna actually move the card off so I don't get it all messy. So we're gonna take some water and we're just gonna put it all over our card front because I don't want this real dark. I just kind of want it like a light. I will say I love beach sunsets and sunrises and all of that fun stuff. Hold on 2 seconds. I gotta grab a block. Those are some of my favorite things. So that's what we're gonna do as a background. We're gonna, all right, so what I do to do some watercoloring is I just put a block into the ink pad. And then we're gonna start down here. We're gonna work our way up. And I want it to be a little darker down here on the bottom. So I'm gonna start at the bottom each time and then work up. Let's see. Let's add a little bit more water so it'll make it a little lighter. There we go. And I do kind of want to have some of these little white streaks in it too. I think that really kind of helps it to kind of make it look like that sunset. Okay, so now we're going to be done with the blue. I'm going to clean that. We're going to bring in my nasty little cloth here, this little hand towel. Wipe it all off. Then we're going to grab some crumb cake. Yes, Sharon, this is the water paper again. Yes, that it's the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. All right, so then we're gonna grab some crumb cake and we're gonna put our block in it again. And we don't need as much with the crumb cake. And then we're gonna start here at the bottom. And then we're gonna blend it in because we kind of want it to become one. So we don't want it to be, we want it to like fade off into the distance, you know? All right. And then I'm just kind of doing it at like a little hill so it's not straight across, just to kind of give it a not so straight transition into that next color. And I will be honest with you, I am not a professional watercolor. I know nothing about it, but I have fun with it and I just go with it. So we're gonna set this aside and let it dry. And then I'm gonna take my block and clean this one. And then I'm gonna clean this off and then I'm gonna move this so I don't drop things on it like a block. And if the watercolor paper isn't fully dry by the time we get to putting the card together, it'll be okay. You can also use your heat tool to finish it up, but we're not stamping on it, so it'll be okay if it doesn't fully dry, but it usually dries pretty quick. Oh, you want to learn watercoloring? Yeah, me too. Me too, Sharon. But you know, the thing is, if you just have fun with it, it'll be just fine, I promise. Because trust me, I am far from a professional, but I think it turned out pretty good. So, all right, so we're gonna fold our card base in half. And then We're gonna go ahead and take our little die here and we're gonna stamp our sentiment. And when we stamp this, we're gonna stamp it kind of closer to the bottom, because then we're gonna wrap our twine around the top, or our linen thread. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna pull in our cutting machine. Actually, no, I'm not. We're gonna stamp something first. We are gonna stamp our large, here it is. We're gonna stamp our large little starfish. And we're gonna stamp that in petal pink, like that. Then I'm gonna take, I have a little sponge here. You can use one of our daubers, but I don't want it to be too pink. And so I'm gonna take and ink it up just a touch of the crumb cake, and then I'm just gonna dab it. Kind of give it some speckles. Okay, then we're gonna bring in our cut and emboss machine. And the first thing, yes, Angie, yes, and I do sometimes do that, but then I end up getting it all over my card. So I just still go with the block because I'm a messy crafter. I should have taken a picture last night of when I was creating some things. I should have taken a picture of before and after. It was a hot mess. Hot mess. It always is a hot mess for me. Okay, so we're going to take this die and we're going to go ahead and cut out this one. And we're going to make sure that we have it lined up properly. All right, I'm going to grab some tape. There's a lot you can do with the glass mat if your name is not Amy Rogers. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to pull off all three of these pads, whatever you want to call them. The mats. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. We're going to bring in this mat here. We are going to bring in a large white piece of paper. We're going to bring in the embossing folder. Nancy, me too. Me too. I always do. We're going to set this down into the grooves. This is what you call a hybrid folder. And so the die sits down into the groove of this embossing folder. Then we're just going to stick that there, fold it in half, stick it under our gray mat or plate. I think that's what we call them, as plates. And then we're going to roll it through, and then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. We're going to stick all those there for a moment. And ta-da! So it cuts and embosses all at the same time. And, oh, I didn't do a very good job. Nope, sure didn't. Okay, that's okay because it came right out. Just a little pull on it. Okay. You're left with this, which you could do lots of different things with, like these little pieces here. Or you could even color these and stick them back in their holes. There's all kinds of things you can do with that too. It does, Betsy. It does matter, and you'll notice because, hold on, I'll show you. Okay, so what I think in my brain is if you go to the side that has the Stampin' Up logo, that's where it's going to fit in. That's where it's going to slide right into. That's going to be your raised area. And so what it'll do, or it'll be your, sorry, it's this side right here. So it's more of a flatter, and then this is kind of like your raised. But if you come over here, you'll notice it doesn't fit quite right. Oh, I'm not even in the same, the right, yeah. So no matter how many times you turn it, it doesn't fit quite right. You'd have to flip it over this way to make it fit. Well, then if you did that, you're not cutting it, so those blades aren't going to be up. So that's a good one with this one. Now, if it's one that's like very symmetrical, just look for that Stampin' Up, and that's the side you're going to put it on. That's been the case for most of ours right now. I don't think that'll change either. I think they try to make it easy for us. Okay, we're going to take the littlest one that cut out. We're going to take that ink again, and we're going to just dab it a couple times around there, get some good ink on it. Then we're going to grab our petal pink, and I'm going to go to the side, and then I'm just going to do that. And it just kind of makes it look like it's sandy, which is what I want. I want it to kind of look like it's going to all blend in with the sand. Okay, so then let's take this piece here. This is our inside piece of our card. Let's go ahead and put that in. Betsy, me too. Me too. I have to have very, very easy. If it gets too complicated or it's very intricate, you've lost me. That is why it is called Simply Elizabeth, because I am simple. Yes, Kathy, you can. You can put the ink on the side and actually add the color all at the same time. And I've seen a lot of people do that. They've created like this template too. And if they wanted different colors of the seashells, they have stamped them. Now this little one is this one right here. And then this one doesn't actually have one. But you can always just cut it out white. So that's well, that one might be this side. No, I think it is the largest one. But anyway, so you could stamp those two and then cut them out as well. And have all kinds of different colors. Okay, so let's see if this is going to be dry enough. That will be fine. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to put dimensionals all over the back. We're going to put a lot too because of it being the water on the other side. So we want to make sure that there is no sagging anywhere on our card base. Let's see, this one. Y'all know I like the dimensionals anyway. This gives me a definite reason to put lots on. All right. So we'll take all these off and then we'll put it onto our card base. Oh, don't forget, there is a blog post that you can go over and check out that has all the measurements and the products used. So you can recreate these if you would like. Okay, so this is going to go just right here, like that. We're going to take this, wrap our twine around it. Well, you can, Nancy, you can I would probably use a dauber or a sponge. Absolutely. I think it would be easier to do that. But when you ink it up, you'll be able to see it. We could try it in just a minute. Since I have a little thing here. I don't need to do anything tonight. I can spend it crafting with y'all all night long. Seriously, I could. Although Kathy Goldie might yell at me because I still owe her one thing for team meeting tomorrow. So I might need to do that before I go to bed. Yeah, and you can do that too. You can just ink right up on it, like Angie said. If If you want to control the ink a little better, it might be easier to just do the sponging. Okay, so we've got our little bow there. We're gonna cut off this end. I'm gonna move it up just a little bit so that it's on the edge up there. There we go. Okay, we're gonna flip that over. We're gonna put dimensionals on that side. I'm gonna cut these up so I can use these. And we're gonna stick that one there. We're gonna stick that over that piece, and we'll go there. And I probably need to put one little one right here, just to be on the safe side. If I can get it off. All right, so then we're gonna stick this on our card front, and it is going to go even with the top up here, with just a little bit of the edge showing over there. And you can see as it's drying, it's got a little bit of the white kind of in the background there too. Oh yeah, Nancy, always try it. Try it, and you know, you can always clean things up. You know, just put some paper down or whatever on your, which I think you've got a glass mat of some sort. So you could put a glass mat down and then you would be just fine. Okay, let's put a glue dot on the back of this one. And we're gonna stick this right about here. We're gonna pop this one up because you can never pop up enough. And we'll stick this right about here. And then ta-da, let's add our embellishments and we are done. And these I think have become my favorite. These are opal rounds and they are gorgeous and I love them. And I have used on a ton of projects. All right, so we're gonna put one there, and then one large one right down there. Okay, there we go. And that will be all of our watercoloring for tonight. Here, Nancy, let me see if I can try it because I don't have to use the, I don't think I have to. Oh, I do. I have to use it one more time. Remind me at the end and we'll use, we'll do both. We'll compare it. Okay, so let's go to card number 2. Okay, so here are the little circles I cut out. We're gonna go with a little bit of mermaid style here. I did this card kind of in honor of my nieces. They're all beach babies, full on beach babies. Now they're not babies anymore, but they absolutely love the beach. They love water and they love mermaids. So we are going to make this for them. And this one will take us just a hot minute. Although, I think I've lost my designer series paper. Let's take a look. I probably stuck it back in. I did. I put it back in the package of paper. Okay. Let's take these out. We're going to fold our card base in half. Thank you, Angie. Okay, and then before we put this on, we are actually going to do our little circles on there. And I'm gonna grab some grid paper because it will be easier for us to do it using grid paper. Because then we can line it up all correctly. Yeah, you know, I think I always fall in love with them eventually, the Seaside or Sea stamp sets. But yeah, I'm like you. I love water. Don't get me wrong. I love water, but I don't like the salty feel of the beach. It makes my skin real sticky. So I would rather go to the mountains and be like in a, you know, like a fresh spring or a, or a lake. I would rather be in a lake. So I guess that's a good thing I live in South Carolina because we got lots of the lakes here, right? Okay, so I'm going to line this up here. We are going to start, and what we're going to do is line them up with these right here. So I'm actually going to flip this over, add a little bit of adhesive, and then we're going to plop these down. We're going to mix up the colors. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. And we're going to go right here. Then it's going to go there. And, oh, I need to go up one more. It's going to take just a few minutes, but I'm going to get the hang of it, I promise. And there. And then let's do a sparkly one. And let's do a balmy blue. And we'll stick that there. And then we'll do one more. Let's see, we'll do a pool party. And then that will go, and it's okay, we can make it hang off. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, yeah, that's right, that's right. Let's do that. Make sure it gets all the way to the edge there. Okay, so there's our first line. Now we're gonna take and put some, I know, right, Deb? Yep, Sharon, mountains all the way. Mountains all the way. As a matter of fact, Ben and I are going on vacation soon, and guess where I convinced him to go? The mountains. Woohoo! Okay, so now we're going to take it up 2 lines, and we're going to line this up. No, we're not going to take it up 2 lines. We're going to leave it right where it was. And nope, go up 1. There we go. Got to remember the measurements here. And there we go. Yep, so go up 2 lines, and then you're going to do it even again. So we're going to do that. And then let's do a balmy blue. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to line this up like that. Okay, and then let's do this one here. Move it over a little bit more. Okay. Let's do one of these here. So let's go here. And then, all right, I need to move it down. So let's go there and then line it up. And, okay, now we're gonna add, let's add another glitter one. And this is gonna hang off, and that's okay. We're gonna trim it. And let's do a pool party one over here. So we're gonna line it up again. Not sure how I got off on that one, but that's okay. All right, let's see. And there. And then what we'll do is we'll trim those off once we put it onto our card base. Okay, then let's go ahead and we're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna put some adhesive, not that far over, on the back of these. I'm gonna just put that there so it'll keep it from falling off. All right, and then We're gonna stick these. Let's not put that one there. Let's grab Lost Lagoon. All right, so then we're gonna stick this one here, right there. And let's do this one. There. Let's do another glitter one right here. I love the glitter ones. That's my favorite. And then we're gonna do a balmy blue. And the great thing is they'll all look a little different. Oh, hold on. I gotta put some adhesive on that side. All right. So then we're gonna stick this one right there. Okay. Let's add one more glitter one over here. I think that'll work. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's do one more over there, and then I think that will be good. And then we're going to add it to the card base, and then we can move on to the rest of the card. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take and adhere this to our card front. So I'm going to use liquid glue. Nancy, no thank you. I would not either. But I thought it was worth it, you know, for the girls. I do have to make one more because I can't give 2 of them one and then not give the other ones. So I got to make one more. Okay, so now we're going to take and adhere this right here on our card front. And then it's just going to lay right on down like that. Then we are going to trim off our little edges. So I'm going to grab my bigger scissors. And then just trim. And it's going to be a little hard, so you could always use a cutter if you needed to use a cutter. And then we'll trim off this one here. And then if you have any that's sticking over like this, you can trim it off a little bit too. Okay. And then we are actually left with one extra one, which is great. Okay. So now we're going to take our ribbon. We're going to wrap our ribbon around it. Yeah, you know, I usually do simple. I usually do simple, but I had to do a mermaid card. I had to. That one is a must. All right, so we're going to pull this over here and we're going to tie a knot, and we'll see if I can do it, because for some reason yesterday I was struggling with tying a knot. Completely struggling. Okay. All right, and then we're going to trim it right there and right here. I have already cut out the detailed seashells. These are perfect to use the adhesive sheets with, because then you just turn it into a sticker. So that's what I did here. And I'm just going to leave this grid paper here to make it easier for all these little pieces. Okay, so then this little one is going to go, oops, I should have done the big one first. I'm sorry. So let's do this one. And take off all these. And just make sure I get all the little pieces out of it. I was hoping it would just take those out, but it did not. All right. Some of these are a little sticky because they're so little, they stick everywhere. All right. And then 2 more. Okay, so then this one is going to stick. Let's do, okay. We're gonna stick this one right here, right there. We're gonna press it down really good. Let's stick these over here. Then we're gonna take the little one and we're gonna stick it up underneath like that. Okay, and then we're gonna take the medium-sized one that we did earlier, and we're gonna grab some of that petal pink again. And we're gonna grab our little sponge and we are gonna sponge it up with just some petal pink. I think it makes it look very beachy. Okay, so next we are going to pop it up. I might have to get some more dimensionals. And let's see, 1, 2, and 3. And then we're gonna stick this right here. So right over those two. I'm gonna take a little glue dot and I'm gonna stick it so that this, actually, let's do this. Let's put that up there. There we go. Okay, and then that will hold it. Now, what we need to do is add our happy place. And I, on this sample, had it far down here, but I think I'm gonna move it up. I think I'm gonna move it up just to the top, so it gives me a little bit more room. Now, this was pretty detailed. This one required for me to cut out a lot of P's because there's only 1 P in the mini alphabet. All right, my fingers are not working. Okay, and then we're gonna do place. P, L, A, C, and E. Okay, so let's start with our E. I'm gonna move my little trash bucket down. And we're gonna put our E right here toward the end. And then we'll do our C. And the thing is, on these, I didn't worry about placement other than putting them kind of next to each other, because I'm not gonna worry about if it's perfectly lined up or not. I think it makes it just fine if it's not perfect. And my fingers are not working tonight. I think they're gluey now. Oh yeah, the mini alphabet, Nancy. I love the mini alphabet, except for when I need 3 P's and, you know, more than one of the not apparently popular ones. And I needed the 2 A's, and yeah, which I think it does have 2 A's. Let's see. Yeah, it does have 2 A's. So it has 2 A's, but with the P's, it doesn't. And see, I needed 3 P's, so I had to cut it out 6 times. But it did have like 2 L's and all that stuff. So some of it was, yeah, some of it made it easy. And then I just, all the extra ones that I cut out, I just leave it here. I leave it in a little baggie so that they're there if I ever need them in the future. That's right, Kathy. You know, that is what I say all the time. Oh, no, Nancy. Nothing is perfect. You should actually, I will say, with the 3rd card, I probably threw away about 3 of them before I was okay with it. But yeah, far from it. And I'm still not sure that it's my, you know, that I'm like head over heels in love with it, but I was like, this is good enough. And it's not, you know, my thing is that handmade is what really puts a smile on someone's face. Everybody can buy a Hallmark card, but not everybody makes a card. All right. Okay, so there we go. That is our last card. And if you wanted to stamp, you could stamp something on the inside for sure. But I left it like that so I could write on a cute little note on the inside. So that is card number 2. All right. And then our last card. Let me move some stuff real quick before I knock it all down. Okay. So the next one is this one right here. And I'm not so sure that I like the that part of it, but we're gonna go with it. Oh yeah, that is right. That is right, Nancy. Okay, so we're gonna use quite a few colors here. And I'm gonna tell you, this idea, the layout and putting the sentiment sideways, this came from not another demonstrator, but it was a stamp company from, I think, several years ago. They had like a beach card. It had a different like background to it, but anyway, this is where that idea came from. And I wish I could remember which company it was, but I cannot at the moment. I have to go look because I saved the pictures so that I would remember, and then I don't remember. But the layout is not my idea, but I loved the layout because I loved how the sentiment was sideways on it. So you could also turn it like this and put your sentiment facing down if you wanted to. You could turn it sideways, you know, and it could be hot dog style instead of hamburger style. Or I guess it could be landscape, not horse. I don't know. Hamburger is this, the whole thing is hamburger. The hot dog is the one that opens up and it's 11 by 4 1/4. So that was wrong, but okay, let's grab that. We're going to grab a different piece of grid paper so that I don't have to do anything. And speaking of my nieces, they left me a nice little present on this one. They like to draw and color and do all that stuff. So we're going to leave that out for them. Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to go this way. We're going to grab some Coastal Cabana. We're going to flip it actually so I can do my left hand. All right, so Coastal Cabana. And then we're going to ink it up. And see how it makes it really dark around those parts? I'm not sure I like that, but it is what it is, and that's how it all worked. So we're going to go with that. And I do want it to be semi-dark. Okay. All right, so we got Coastal Cabana. And then we're going to go with Azure Afternoon. And when we do Azure, we're going to turn it this way. And we're really overlaying that section of the Coastal Cabana. Okay, and then we're going to do Misty Moonlight. And our Misty Moonlight will be the last one we put down here. I almost added in Night of Navy, but I couldn't quite get it all to line up right. So, okay, then I'm going to go back over it a little bit with the Azure. Just because that one is in the center. So I just want to make sure that you can really see that one. Okay. Now, we are going to make it glimmery. Because you cannot have the beach and not have sparkle. So we're going to go with our Wink of Stella. And we're gonna put a good amount in that barrel. And then we are gonna start putting it all over. And if it kind of drops out like that, just spread it around really good and it'll turn clear. I felt it was a little easier to spread the amount that I want on here. It was easier to spread when I had a big glob of it. All right, let's get this little bottom part down here. Get our little crevices. And then let's see, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you can see it a little bit. So, and I know we used to have some like, well, we used to have a shimmer cardstock, and that just always made it really pretty and very glimmery. So, but I think you can see the glimmer if I pull it up like that, definitely. Angie, the hamburger and the hot dog. So this would be hamburger because it's like small. It's like short and squatty. And if you did hot dog, you would cut your cardstock this way. And so it's long, like a hot dog. Does that make sense? That is, I can't remember who taught me that. Somebody did. I don't know. I can't remember who it was, but somebody taught me that, and it has stuck with me all these years. I had not been crafting for very long when I was told that. All right, we're going to move that. We are going to attach this to a piece of Coastal Cabana, and we're going to use our... You just almost had a heart attack. Why? Yeah, why? I do too, Deb. I will say I love blues. My favorite color is purple, which is a variation of blue. When light enough. And if you don't know this, my favorite Stampin' Up! Color happens to be Night of Navy, which Misty Moonlight is slightly not as dark. It's not as dark. That's the word I'm looking for. It's not as dark, but it is fairly close. But Night of Navy is my favorite, and I hope they never get rid of that color. I think I would cry if they did. I would cry if they got rid of my Night of Navy or my linen thread. Oh, you've just never heard it. You know, I am pretty sure I learned it in the Dawsey class. The Dawsey class, yep. Oh, you had a heart attack with the Wink of Stella? Yeah, Navy is a classic for sure. For sure. Okay, let's grab our paper. I'm going to stop talking. And these are little scrap pieces. We're going to stamp some starfish. We're going to stamp one little one. We'll stamp that one there. We're going to stamp our big one, this one here. We're going to stamp that in the petal pink. We're going to stick with that color. Yeah, the blue family is definitely a good one, for sure. For sure. We'll stamp that one there. And then we are going to stamp this sand dollar. I think I called them seashells earlier. I mean, I guess technically they are, but this is a sand dollar. And we're going to stamp that one right there. Okay, in Night of Navy, my favorite. All right. I'm going to put the top back on that so I don't dry it out. And then I'm going to grab my machine. And we're going to cut all three of these out at the same time. And I'm probably going to put a little bit of tape on each one of them just to make sure they stay. And I don't know what I did with my other one. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So here we have this one. And that's gonna go there, nope. There, nope. Okay, I don't know what I did here. Hold on. We're gonna get it. There we go. Look for the 2 loops, and that's what I was not looking for. Okay, now actually we're gonna set that one aside for just a minute. We're gonna do the little baby starfish. And then I use these dies right here to cut out some seaweed. And, oh, I got that one perfect the first try. All right, so let's cut these 2 out first. Yes, petal pink, Nancy. The second one was petal pink. The large one is petal pink. I feel like that's a good beach color too. Okay, so we're gonna set those aside. Now, to cut this one out, we have to do the 3 die. So we have to come back to this one, and then we've got to line this up. Now, here's the easiest way to line it up. You're gonna see this little jut out hump here. That's gonna coordinate up with this piece right here. Let me make sure I'm here. Okay, so this little piece right here that juts out, that's gonna match up with that. So place it right there. I'm going to tape it just because it is a larger die, and then we're going to run it through. Okay. All right, so now we're going to put all this together. And I'm going to make sure that's flat. Just because I put the Wink of Stella on it, it kind of makes it a little on the damp side because I put so much on it. All right, so we're going to attach this, and we're going to do it actually with some liquid glue just to make sure that I get it in the right spot. And that I line it up properly. We just want it slightly off the edge. And we'll press it down. All right, let's stamp our sentiment, and we're gonna do that in our bright blue, our Zier. And when I stamp this, I'm gonna stamp it upside down, okay? And how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna line it up here with the edge, and I'm just gonna pull it in, and then I'm gonna stamp. Ta-da! I don't think I inked it up very well, but it'll be fine. Okay, so now we've got that. Now we are going to put all of our little pieces together. Now we've got our seaweed here, and I went ahead and put adhesive sheets on the back because I wanted to make sure that it was just easy for me to adhere and I didn't have to use a whole bunch of liquid glue to make them stay. And of course, I'm not going to get it off because it doesn't like me. There we go. It's being special. Okay, so this one we're going to just stick right here. And I'm seriously just guessing. I'm not making it perfect at all. And this one is going to go like here. Let's put it up a little bit higher. Okay. And then let's do this one. And we're going to do like that. And then one more tall one. We're going to do this one like that. Okay, and then these two little ones are going to go out to the side. So it's going to just slightly be here. And the reason I put so many pieces here, so like our 3 pieces, is because then I could cover up all those and not have to worry about it. Okay. And now we will take our pieces that we have cut out. This is going to get popped up, and see, that's going to fit just nicely right over all of that. We're going to grab our dimensionals wherever I put them. Look, I found the ones that I had cut earlier. And we'll stick that there. We'll stick this here. And then we are going to take our other two pieces that we cut out. And we're going to grab our glue dots. We're going to put a glue dot on that one. And we're just going to pop that one right next to it. Put a glue dot in the center of this one. And we're going to take it, stick that up underneath like that, and let that part sit right up on top. Let's see if I can make it go how I want it to go. I think I have a dimensional there. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that. Now we're going to take that linen thread we used on the first card. Oh, 1 a.m. That's my kind of crafting right there. I am an early morning crafter. That's like when I get my second wind, is around 1 o'clock in the morning. And I usually do stay up till about 12:30 or 1 and have to force myself to go to bed. Okay, so we've got that on there, and then, or we've tied a bow, and so now we're going to grab a glue dot, and we are literally going to just stick that right up underneath. And then ta-da! Lastly, we need to add our embellishments, because you cannot have this card without a little extra bling. All right, so we're gonna add these, and we're gonna add quite a few of them. We're gonna go there and there. We're gonna go here. Let's go another, that's 3, let's do 4. Let's do 5. We'll do another one right there. Okay, there we go. Oh, and you know, I put one up there, so let's just add 2 more. Why not? Because we can. You can never have too many of those. All right, so there is card number 3. We'll stick that up underneath. Let me grab in these 2 here. And y'all are so sweet. I love you, ladies. Okay, so there's our 3 cards. As always, you can get all 3 make and takes. Yes, I will cut out all the circles for you. I'll cut out all the circles. I'll even send you adhesive sheets for these pieces for you, and I will cut out the happy place because that's not part of the bundle. But you can get these make and take projects when you go to my online store and purchase $35 before tax and shipping. Using a specific host code, which is in the description of this video, and then I'll send you these make and takes next week. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you everyone for commenting and sharing my video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you next week. Bye.